Yeah, this is one of these movies that I have to put on my playlist. That the movie that caught me by surprise. I'm just gonna let you know this movie caught me by surprise. And again, I want to make sure I put this in all my videos, you guys. I like to try to hook you guys into my videos right away instead of just talking about stuff. But anyway, a lot of times I make these playlists is because I know there's 15 bazillion YouTubers out there, and there's 12,000 new YouTubers tomorrow, and then Wednesday there'll be another 12,000 new YouTubers. So I know it's just impossible to get your foot in the door when it comes to this platform. That's why I don't drop that many videos, because I got a job and I work out, and I bought me a new piece of gym equipment yesterday. It took 2 hours and 20 minutes to put that thing together because I live by myself. So that just gives you an idea how busy my life is. So far as sitting down just being there and watching TV and wanting to be the first one to put on this YouTube thing and trying to get all these views and all that, and it's like we're scarfing for all these subscribers, man, and I'm just not built that way. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. But anyway, something that caught me by surprise, and I know, yes, I do know all y'all most likely watched it. But here's the thing. I just want to put it on my platform because I'm shocked how good it was. Because I watched this last night, because I was like, this is supposed to be pretty good. And here's the thing. I bought this movie twice. I bought it on my Fandango account, which is Vadu, and I bought it 4K because they released it in 4K. And the name of the movie is called Train to Busan. I was like, there's no way. You know why? Because I kept looking at this 2 years ago, and I kept saying, yeah, boy, why is it got such good ratings? I can't picture keeping you engaged with a zombie outbreak and you're on a train. But man, I watched this last night, and I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to go to bed. I really did. So, because I ordered it, and it's coming, I think I ordered it 4K, and that's crazy. I ordered it on 4K, and I didn't even know how good the thing was. But I got on YouTube, and there's this big YouTuber that talked about it, and I went on YouTube and looked at some of the reviews, and I said, huh. So, but anyway, I'm putting it on my platform to let you know how surprisingly good this movie was. Anyway, Train to Busan is a harrowing zombie horror thriller that follows a group of terrified passengers fighting their way through a countrywide viral outbreak trapped on a suspicion-filled, blood-drenched bullet train ride to a safe zone, which may still be there. I tell you what, sometimes, man, when I read this stuff, I'm like, damn, Vic, can you read? Train to Busan is a harrowing zombie horror thriller that follows a group of terrified passengers fighting their way through a countrywide viral outbreak trapped on a suspicion-filled, blood-drenched bullet train ride to a safe zone, which may or may not still be there. This movie blew my mind yesterday. You remember that there's a video I did about another Korean made movie about this chick that knew all this. I can't think of the name. I would have to flip through it to find it, but you can see it on my thing. And there was one about, I can't think of the name of, I wish I could think of the name. But anyway, I'm not even going to try to figure it out. But anyway, this freaked me out because I was like, well, here's the thing. It's about dad. I think this dad's a douchebag. And his little girl wants to go see her mom in Busan. Well, I think her dad's a douchebag. So they set it up that way. But the people they meet man, look, the way they set this up kept you intrigued, because I'm sitting there last night. I want to go to bed. I'm sitting there going, man, you need to go to bed, Vic. You got to go back to work here in a couple of days. Because when I get close to going back to work in a couple of days, I usually try to go back into my routine of going to bed at a certain time, because I got to go back to work on Wednesday, not tomorrow though. So anyway, because today is Monday. So I was sitting there, I was like, so I kept watching it, and I kept sitting there going, there's going to be a part where I'm going to turn it off, but there was no parts to turn off, because my thing was I could not see how you could keep somebody engaged on a train having zombies chased after you. But man, I'm telling you, this Yang San Ho is the director. It's the best way I can pronounce it. But that little girl, that little girl, she needed an award. The girl that played the little girl. But you have to read the subtitles and stuff at the bottom, you know, because it's dubbed in English. But you know what I mean? You have to read English on the screen. But this is an action international horror suspense. And it came out in 2016. And it's an hour and 18 minutes. But wow, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I was sitting there watching this like, okay, wow. I mean, I kept going, wow. I was like, oh, you know, wow. There were so many things. It's the little things that director thought about that kept you engaged in this movie. I was like, and then the ending, I was about ready to click the ending off because there was a part at the ending where I was like, well, they're done. They're gone. Because what I like about this movie didn't hold nothing back. There was a lot of people had to sacrifice themselves in order for other people to get away, which was sucky because, man, that's when you have to really figure out life, man. There was this part where these two people was in love, and this one guy, he gave his life up for his wife because his wife was pregnant, and then this young couple was in love, and they almost got away, and the girl got bit, and she was crying, and when she lost her mind, her boyfriend was holding her, and then when she was about ready to turn, she turned around and bit him because he just felt like he couldn't live no more without her because they was a young love. I was sitting there going like, damn. That's all I kept saying, damn, you know. And there was a part where they showed little parts about how they start figuring out how to get away from these things and how they reacted to sound and darkness and all that. And I was like, and I was watching this last night, I was like, now I see why, you know, they give this thing a 94% Rotten Tomatoes. You know, because I was like, wow. And then, you know, at the end of my Fandango account, which is called Vadu, which is VUDU, I think I'm pronouncing it right. You know, it says, you know, you have to hit done. When you hit done, then it tells you to rate the movie. I give this movie almost 5 stars. I give it 4.5 stars. But wow, I was just shocked how good this movie was. This 2022, and this movie came out in 2016. And yeah, I know, you know, a lot of times when you go up to people and you'll say something like, hey man, I seen this movie last night, man. You know, it's called Train to Busan. Oh, I already seen that movie, man. Yeah, I know it's good, man. I already seen it. Oh man, it's old. Well, it's not old to me because I just came across it, okay? I'm just sharing the fact that I just came across the movie. A lot of y'all out there, man, that watches movies, I bet you $5, a lot of y'all out there find a movie that you be like, damn, where was I at when this movie came out? I didn't know this movie existed. Huh, did somebody tell me about that movie? Then you be like, when was this movie made? Then you see the year it came out, and you be like, wow, man, I didn't know that movie came out. Or you be like, this is the movie I just kept looking at, and I just like, you know how you look at a movie, I've done a lot of movies like that. But anyway, you guys, this movie totally caught me by surprise. Because, you know, I got playlists says I finally got around to watching. I finally got around to watching. Now I got another playlist like this movie caught me by surprise. This movie caught me by surprise. And I bought it on pure people saying how good it was. And I bought it digitally on my Fandango account, which is called Badu. And I got the 4K coming on Wednesday. With my still case carry, by the way. The original carry was Sissy Spacek. Yeah, the first one. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Wow. Shockingly good. Shockingly. I was surprised. I was like, dang, 2016, man. And this movie, I just now start. Yeah. It's just intriguing how he did that to make you stay into the movie. That's what I was impressed. I was sitting here last night. It was getting late. And I was sitting there going, shit. Now, come on, man. I was like, I don't really want to pick this up tomorrow. I kept saying last night. I said, I need to watch the rest of this, you know. But, man, at the end, man, there was a song that she was singing that she explained to her dad. His dad's like, why didn't you finish that song? Because they started bonding. But the dad and her, this movie is just really good. But anyway, she said it's a song about if I don't never see you and stuff because I just couldn't finish it because she really wanted to spend quality time with her dad, but her dad was so into his job and everything. He was kind of like a douchebag to me, but then, you know, they did that build up how they got close, but he didn't make it. And then at the end, you know, at the end, out of all these people, man, there was only 2 people that survived. I was like, damn, boy, this movie ain't cutting. But, you know, I like that about the way this director made this movie, because I'm like, damn, man, you know, he made this movie like, you know what? You just ain't going to get away something like this. These zombies don't walk like, you know, yeah, these zombies got some speed, man. Like they got, like they made them like rabbit, like they got rabies or something. But, so I'm like, they gonna die, because I was like, man, I don't even know. I was sitting there last night, I don't even want to watch the end of this, because they getting ready to get messed up. But she started singing this song right when that Korean soldier was getting ready to pull the trigger. I seen him click, and he heard this song, and he's like, zombies don't sing songs. I mean, I got, you know, I was like, yeah, I would have said the same thing I said most zombies. They're like that. So he about ready. I mean, he clicked. And I guess you got one more click before you hit that thing, man. And he's like, he looked at the guy, and those guys like, hey, I think those are civilians. So he hollered at these other guerrilla Korean guys. They come out of these bushes, man. They start running down the tunnel. And this little girl's just bawling, man, holding this pregnant chick, because her husband sacrificed his life because that was his wife, and he wanted his wife to survive. That sucked, because I liked his character. And then that was the end of the movie. I was like, damn, that's a little touching, man. I was saying to myself, you know, I was like, wow. Ha! Movies. God bless. Take care, you guys. We'll catch you next video.